Okay, so after looking through the manual, it says to do this before the first use. So it says to go ahead and make sure on this thing right here, it's to the 0. And so I've closed that, and then I'm gonna fill the reservoir. And it actually says not to use distilled water. You can just use regular tap water, and the iron comes with a self-clean mode to get any impurities or anything out, which is super nice. So I'm just tilting it a little bit and filling up iron reservoir. Now I filled this cup to the max line, and it's probably, you can see that there, the water line in the iron is only to right here. So the cup line obviously is much lower than what the capacity of the iron is, but I'm just gonna fill it up to that point to start with. And it says to plug it in and then to let it come to steam and hold it over the sink to get the steam out. So let me plug it in really quick. And the dial in here is currently at off. We can see that there's off right here. And it says to turn it all the way up to the highest setting. You can see the indicator light just turned on. So I'm all the way up to the top. And when the indicator light turns off, then it says that it's at full heat or full steam. So let's wait just a minute and see how long it takes to get to full steam. Once it does get to full steam, it says to hold it over the sink and slide the variable steam knob, which is this one here at the top, over here to steam, and press the burst button, which is this one right here. I can already feel it, it's getting hot. I can feel it against my arm. The burst button on this one, and push it 4 or 5 times to discharge any impurities from the iron. And then you can change the temperature to whatever the fabric needs are. So my light just turned off. You can see there's no light anymore, so that was pretty quick. So I'm gonna change this top knob to the center where it's my burst steam, and I'm holding it over the sink. Let me turn this down a little bit so you can see. And I'm gonna hit my burst steam button. So I don't know if you can hear that. I can see same steam coming out of, oh, there we go, there we go. All right, so that should have cleaned out any impurities that may have come just in packaging. And then I'm gonna set up my ironing board and show you how to steam my shirt. Okay, so I've got 2 shirts here. So I was just looking at this one. The label is polyester spandex. So I changed my temperature setting on the iron for that fabric. And I actually refilled the rest of the reservoir. So I would fill that cup again, and it went all the way up to the top. So if you, the little measuring cup that it comes with it, if you do it twice, it fills it to the max line. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and try this out. So just at this temperature, you can see that it's ironing it really well, but I wanna try the steam function. So I'm gonna flip from the 0 to the center where it's the full steam, and then again, push the burst steam right here. So I have to wait for that red indicator light to go off. That means it's heated up all the way, and then I can do the steam burst, which is super nice. Turn that back off, and then just go ahead and iron the rest of it. So this shirt was super wrinkly, and having that steam burst on there made it come out so much nicer. So I'm just gonna show you that bottom part of the shirt. So much nicer than that wrinkly section. So I've got a dress shirt here. And let's see, this one is 65% polyester and 35% cotton. And that red one was polyester and nylon. So let's go ahead and change the setting on this. Come up a little bit. Again, the red indicator light comes on when it's changing the heat setting. I'm just gonna straight iron to start with, which is working really nicely for that. Oh, sorry, let me tilt it back down. So it's working really nicely for that. Try the sleeve. And I'm gonna do the burst steam again. So I'm gonna switch it from the 0 to the burst. Flip that back to 0. And that is super nice. So easy. Put my sleeve over. That works really well. Super nice. Good crisp lines on there. So if you are looking for a really user-friendly, not super heavy, nice steam iron, I would definitely check this one out. It's been super fun to try.